Hi, beautiful. Welcome to Meticulous Coaching with your special host, Dominique, aka Daisy Grant.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your support. In just a year, we crossed 100,000 subscribers, and I'll try to make
Hey beauty, welcome back to the channel. It is Daisy, your Overflow mentor. Hello. It is so quiet in here. It's quiet because it's September 5th and all the children are at school, even my youngest. So it's very peaceful, to say the least. It's very quiet, to say the least. Anyways, I wanted to record a video. I wanted to speak on the topic, which I've already spoken on. If you haven't had the chance to see my interview video with my AI business asset, MC Mentor, go ahead and do that now. I will link it in the description, or you can just go look on my channel. It's one of the last videos I posted. Anyways, beauty, I want to talk about the fear of using AI. Are you still fearful about using AI? Are you? I know a lot of people are still fearful about using AI and what it means and what it looks like and how to use it and what to use. However, I'm here to shed some light on the issue. Okay, so when I first started using AI, or before that, I was a little bit afraid. Why? Because you've heard all the stories, you've seen all the thumbnails, you've seen all the titles of videos, and I'm a believer in the Father, Yahuwah, and in the believing space, there are a lot of speculations, a lot of negative labels and judgments put on AI and the use of AI. So that kind of was a big deterrent for me. It felt like a contradiction to my faith. And I know that some people still believe it is. However, when I started using ChatGPT, I realized that it is just a tool. It is just a tool. And once I started using it, I began to realize, oh, you can train this tool. You can train it. You can tell it what you want. You can tell it what you believe. You can tell it your skill sets, you can tell it your frameworks, your methodologies, you can share your testimony, you can share your story with it, and then it starts to reflect you. It starts to reflect your way of thinking, it starts to reflect your frameworks, what you taught it. And to me, that's very useful, very, very useful to have a tool that you can train to speak like you, work like you, sound like you. And I'm not talking about audibly, I'm talking about expressively, I'm talking about in your content, I'm talking about in your copywriting, I'm talking about in your business structure, your message structure and foundation, having your fingerprint on it, your voice print on it. How useful would that be? I'm telling you, it's useful. Going from staring at my screen, not having the words to say, not knowing how to put my ideas, thoughts, and methodologies into words, and having content created in minutes, sometimes seconds. And yes, I am doing my research on the implications environmentally that the data centers are having on the environment. I'm also doing the moral implications as well, research on the moral implications. However, while it is in this state, while me and you have the ability to train an AI asset in our own voice, I believe we should take advantage of it. I'm not talking about the supercomputers or the AGI or the robots of that. I'm not talking about technology of that nature, which I'm sure you can train those at a base level. But once you're talking about the supercomputers and the AGI, they are beginning to think for themselves. And I believe it should stop where it's at. I don't believe they should think for themselves. In a sense, if you get what I'm saying, I don't believe they should. I believe that's where we get into sticky territory, if you get what I'm saying. I mean, if you could program them to take initiative in the sense like, okay, ChatGPT, on Monday at 1 p.m., I want you to write this, I want you to post this on this platform, so on and so forth. If you could, and I know that I'm sure there are coders out there who have created this, but I believe that these tools should be used for utility purposes only, to make our lives easier, but not to replace us, not to make physical robots that think for themselves. Do you get what I'm saying? I think that's where we get into some issues. Now, all that aside, so once your AI asset speaks in your voice, you can write books, you can write songs, you can create anything it is that you need to create in your voice, in your tone, your inflection. Come on now. I'm telling you, it is a game changer. If I haven't said it before, I'm saying it now. But what are you waiting for? Okay, so that was the first reason I was fearful to use AI. But there was also some more, like perfectionism. The fear of perfectionism, wanting to be perfect in all I do, wanting to control every single detail of what I'm putting out there, of what I'm doing. And it stemmed from a place of feeling like I wasn't worthy enough to be doing something. So I had to make sure it looked a certain way, sounded a certain way, came off a certain way, in order to feel comfortable in posting it, in order to feel comfortable in taking authority of it. So to have a piece of technology come in here and help me, that takes admitting, okay, I need help. That takes admitting, that takes letting go of control. And that takes letting go of the idea of perfectionism. And again, no one is perfect. No one's going to be perfect, so on and so forth. So accept the help and learn how to use the tools to your advantage. Simple. Okay, anything else? No, I think those were my biggest fear points. Whatever your reason to be fearful about using AI, you are in control at this point. If you don't want to feed it certain information about you, you don't have to. If you do want it to know certain things about you, you can. If you want to train it so it does a certain task for you repeatedly, you can do that. It is possible. And that's where I come in, your Overflow mentor, where I teach you how to train your AI business asset in your voice using my proprietary voice method. And we just added some more. We are teaching conversion language, how I trained my AI asset, how to create my content using conversion language so that my content is converting, right? It's one thing to have more content. It's one thing to have, the ability to create content within minutes, and then there's another thing to have that content that converts. Do you get what I'm saying? Anyways, if this interests you, if you are interested in learning more about how AI can be used as a tool with integrity, good moral character, you should click the links in my bio or description, watch some more videos, and or head over to my private podcast on Hero FM. You'll see all the details you need. But on my podcast, I'm really going into detail. I'm really walking my beauties through what it is they need to know, how they can do it, how they can access it, and how they can work with me. Anyways, I will see you soon. Father's continued blessings. The Father didn't give us a spirit of fear. He gave us a spirit of power and of love and of a sound mind. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Thank you for joining Daisy. See you soon, beauty.